I'll give you a hint. The easiest way to explain it is with money and investments. How does compound interest work on an investment? You make money on the money you make, right? So if you invest $100 and you are in a compound, let's say at 10%, just because that makes the math easy for me, right? 10% a year. After the first year, you'll have $10 of growth, which will give you $110. At the end of year 2, instead of making $10, you'll now make $11. So you'll end up with 122. At the end of year 3, you'll end up making $12 and whatever, 30 cents, and that goes and goes and goes, and it compounds, right? So in the beginning, 10 bucks, it's tough to say, man, I'll just take that and go spend it on something, because it's just not really, 10 bucks a year is all it's doing. I could sure use that 100 bucks right now. But 10 years or 15 years or 20 years down the road, that number has the potential to grow drastically, but it does it more at the end of it than at the beginning. It's an example of the aggregation of marginal gains. I come from California now. If I'm in Los Angeles and I'm boarding an airplane headed to New York, and the pilot changes the trajectory by 3 degrees, where do you think I'll end up? Where? You'll end up in Washington, D.C., more than 200 miles away. Just by a 3-degree change in trajectory, you end up at the end of it in a completely different direction. There's this principle called the Eisenhower matrix. Anybody heard of it? Eisenhower, this is President Eisenhower. He evaluated tasks against 2 measurements. The first one is importance. How important is something? The second measure is how urgent is something. Okay, so let me give you a couple examples. If my phone is ringing and it's a telemarketer, what's the level of urgency of that phone call? Okay, how many rings do I get to answer it? 4. If I don't answer it in 4 rings, opportunity gone. So the urgency is pretty high, actually. I only have 4 rings. How important is it? I think what you're thinking of is the importance. How important is the telemarketer call? I don't think it even fits on the screen. It would be like clear down here, right? So they're independent variables that you can measure everything about it. If you get a phone call and it's from the fire department saying your house is on fire, is that urgent? Is it important? It is. That would be up in this quadrant 1 of high urgency and high importance.